My apartment building sent an email saying they're raising rent by $600 a month because of market rates and improvements. The improvements were they painted the hallway and fixed one washing machine that had been broken for a year. I checked the tenant laws, and they can't raise it more than 8% in our state. I organized the tenants, and we all sent formal complaints. The building management tried to evict me for causing disruption. My lawyer sent them a letter, and suddenly rent was only going up by $75. I still remember opening that email during my lunch break. $600. My hands actually shook. I was already eating ramen 3 times a week just to make current rent. The email had this fake, cheerful tone like they were doing us a favor. We've made exciting improvements to enhance your living experience. The improvements? Beige paint in the hallway that still smelled wet. And they fixed the washing machine on the second floor that had been busted since last March. That was it. Meanwhile, my kitchen faucet had been dripping for 5 months and maintenance kept saying they'd get to it. I did what anyone would do. I googled tenant rights in our state at like 2 in the morning because I couldn't sleep. Turns out landlords can only raise rent by 8% max per year, not whatever number they felt like throwing at a wall. This was over 30%. I printed everything out. Then I slid notes under every door in the building. Just simple stuff. Hey, did you get that email? This might not be legal. Here's what I found. By that weekend, I had 12 people in my tiny living room. We sat on folding chairs in my bed because I didn't have enough furniture. Everyone brought their lease papers. An older guy named Gene from 3B said he'd been there 9 years and never seen anything like this. A college student named Becca was literally crying because she'd have to drop out if rent went up that much. We all signed formal complaints, used the template I found online, sent them certified mail so they couldn't say they never got them. 2 weeks later, I got a notice taped to my door. Eviction warning for violating community standards and causing disruption to building operations. My stomach dropped. They didn't even try to hide what this was about. I called my cousin who's in law school. She gave me her professor's number. He took one look at the eviction notice and actually laughed. He said this was the sloppiest retaliation he'd seen in years. He wrote them a letter on official letterhead that basically said, "Try it, and we'll see you in court with every tenant as a witness." The building management went silent for exactly 4 days. Then I got a new email. "We've reviewed our pricing structure, and due to community feedback, we're adjusting the increase to $75 per month." Like they were being generous. Like they hadn't just tried to throw me out on the street for knowing my rights. Gene brought me a case of beer. Becca baked cookies that were kind of burnt, but I ate 3 anyway. Everyone in the building knew what happened. In the laundry room, people would nod at me. One lady slipped a $20 Starbucks card under my door with a note that just said thank you. But here's the thing nobody talks about. The building manager wouldn't look at me anymore. She'd see me in the lobby and suddenly have somewhere else to be. My maintenance request took twice as long. When my lease was up for renewal, they offered me a different unit on the ground floor next to the dumpsters for the same price as my current place. I didn't take it. I stayed in my apartment with the kitchen faucet they finally fixed and the view of the parking lot. Because every time I walked through that beige hallway, I remembered that sometimes you can actually win.